Hi, I'm Adam Robinson, Social Media Manager at Splash Media. Now that you have your Twitter account set up and your profile's optimized, we're going to cover some Twitter terminology so you may better understand the basics and how to effectively use Twitter. So first, let's talk about what's a tweet. Well, a tweet is a powerful yet simple short message made up of only 140 characters. It's almost like a newspaper headline, so when you tweet, make sure you do capture the attention in your tweet so the reader will want to find out more. So let's go over the different sections. First, we need to find out following. What does that mean? Well, the following is a simple list of people that you currently follow. When we click on followers, all that means is a list of people who follow you back. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the home screen of our Twitter profile and talk about the different sections of that screen. First, we have the most important part of your Twitter account, and that's the timeline. The timeline is a place where you can see tweets from the folks that you follow and your own tweets. Now, mentions, this is a simple list of people who have mentioned you on Twitter. A mention is simply someone calling out your name on Twitter. It is denoted by an @ sign and your Twitter name. It's clickable, where you can find out information such as the geographic location, the bio, how many tweets, how many followers, how many people they're following, and some recent tweets. Now let's talk about retweet. A retweet is simply someone reposting or you simply reposting someone's tweet. There are retweets by others. Those are all the retweets of your followers. There are retweets by you. And there are your tweets that other people have retweeted. Now this section can be very powerful because it really lets you know who is engaged in your Twitter stream. Next, let's go over searches. Now, searches are a very powerful part of Twitter. Reason being is you can search for anything you like. Now, Adam's Apples has saved a Twitter search called Granny Smith Apples. When I click on that, it simply allows me to see everybody out in the Twitter world talking about Granny Smith apples. The final section of your home screen are lists. Now, a list is just a simple way for you to categorize your Twitter followers. Let's say, for example, I want to put a list together of people who love Granny Smith or Red Delicious. This is very important because it really allows me to see and compartmentalize my conversations and target my conversations to those who like my specific products. You can either view your lists and see all of the people who are the folks who love each product, or you can create a new list. Let's say you've taken out a new product and you want to try it out and see what people are searching for out there, so you've categorized those talking about a new kind of product. Now, let's go back up to the top of Twitter and look at the different sections that are available to us beyond the home screen. First, let's touch on your profile. Once you click on your profile, it's a quick glance of your username, your geographic location, your biography, your tweets, and who you follow and follows you back. If you want to do more with your profile, simply click the Edit Your Profile link, and here you can change all of your account information, your password, your mobile setup, your email notifications, your profile, meaning your geographic location, your website, or your bio, and then finally, your design. That's simply changing up your aesthetic optimization of your Twitter profile, your background, or even the colors of your tweets and links. Next, let's look at messages. Now, messages are also very powerful on Twitter. Usually messages occur when you want to have a private conversation with someone, commonly known as a direct message or a DM. Let's say you found someone out there who really loves your product or is speaking about it, and you've taken them a bit down the sales cycle. You now have the opportunity to take that conversation offline, get their contact information, and even reach out to them via email or now phone. The key here is that you must build up a relationship in order to have someone follow you back, because that's the only way you can send a private message. Next, we're going to look at the Who to Follow section. Now, there are several sections in here as well, so we'll take a glance. First, it gives you view suggestions. This is Twitter's way of telling you, here are some folks that you might be interested in getting to know. They may be talking about your product. They may be really influential in the Twitter world. For example, here's Ashton Kutcher. It suggests I follow him, most likely, because he's a very popular person on Twitter. Next, you can browse different interests. Let's say you are a business who's interested in the art and design industry. Maybe that is your business. It's very easy for you to browse quite quickly the different folks who are tweeting about art and design. This is very helpful when it comes to building a relevant, very targeted community of followers on Twitter. Finally, there's the Find Friends section. The Find Friends section allows you to hinge your Gmail or other email provider to your Twitter account so you can auto-follow those in your contact database. You may also hinge it to things like LinkedIn, where you're already doing business with folks on LinkedIn. It will make a lot of sense for you to continue that relationship and reinforce your relationship by connecting with them on Twitter as well. On the Who to Follow section, also on the right here, you can see the folks that you've recently followed and the people who are similar to those that you're following. This again helps you build up that very targeted and relevant community. Finally, we want to talk about one piece of terminology that's not necessarily listed here on your Twitter page. It's the hashtag. A hashtag is simply the £, followed by a short phrase. The most common one you've seen out there most likely is Follow Friday. A Follow Friday can be seen as #FF, the hashtag Follow Friday, or #Follow Friday. That simply means that someone thought you were worthy to mention on Friday and that you are now friends. So use hashtags when you can. So now that you know the basics, you know a tweet, a retweet, a mention, reply, a message, a hashtag, you're ready to start many engaging conversations in order to get the most out of Twitter. Because hey, if you don't know the basics, it's really tough to get the most out of it and create sales.